Welcome to DTE 120 Advanced Drafting. The topic for today is lettering technique. At the end of the topic, you will be able to perform techniques in lettering that follow ISO 3098 standards. Question: who discovered lettering during the 19th century? Lettering was discovered by Charles W. Reinhardt in 19th century as he drafted letters of the alphabets that are written in Gothic letters. His letters were only written in single-stroke Gothic lettering to give emphasis on the weight of line produced by a pencil. His work became a first step in introducing the world to technical lettering and became a standard basis for style in lettering. The origin and development of letters begun during the ancient times before 500 AD. The Egyptian hieroglyphics 3000 BC is the early symbolic writing carved or painted on walls and papyrus. Greek alphabet 800 BC, introduced clear letter forms that influence modern alphabets. Roman lettering 500 BC 400 AD. Romans perfected capital letters, Roman capitals, carved on monuments, e.g. Trajan's column. Their proportions and clarity remain a foundation of modern lettering. Space is oftentimes limited. Proportions of the bode and parts of the letters vary to fit exactly to the controlled space allowance. Single stroke or light face are made equal to the width of the pen. Bold face are made wider than the width of the pen. To meet design or space requirements, letters may be narrower and spaced closer together, in which case they are called compressed or condensed. If the letters are wider than normal, they are referred to as extended letters. Most engineering lettering is single-stroke Gothic font. Lettering is drawn freehand and are drawn within light horizontal guidelines. All lettering in any technical or mechanical drawing projects uses uppercase letters. The importance of good lettering cannot be overemphasized. The letters can make or break an otherwise good drawing. This lettering composition is drawn with the use of guidelines to ensure uniformity in height of letters. The letters are in Gothic single-stroke font, all in uppercase. Here are sample letters that are legible, easy to create, and use styles acceptable for traditional drawing and CAD drawing. Standard lettering style, uppercase, proportions, spacing, must conform with ISO 3098 standards. Recommended lettering height for titles, dimensions, notes are about 3 mm or 1/8 inch high. Vertical capital letters and numerals identified as straight line letters, curved line letters, and numerals. All are in Gothic single-stroke style. Vertical lowercase letters are used on map drawings, but very seldom on machine drawings. All letters are Gothic in single stroke. Inclined capital letters and numerals are similar to vertical characters, except for the slope. The slope of the letters is about 68 degrees from the horizontal. These letters are also called italics. The do's and don't in fractions are important and must be followed at all times. The rules are: never let numerals touch the fraction bar. Center the denominator under the numerator. Avoid using an inclined fraction bar, except when lettering in a narrow space, as in a parts list. Make the fraction bar slightly longer than the widest part of the fraction. ISO 3098 standards must be followed in the use of guidelines. Use extremely light horizontal guidelines to keep height of letters uniform. Put this on your mind that lettering is easier if you remember to use guidelines. Never letter without guidelines. Proper spacing of letters and words is important because it makes text clear, readable, and professional looking. In technical drawings, correct spacing prevents confusion and errors, ensuring that notes, labels, and dimensions are easy to understand. Following standard spacing rules like those in ISO 3098 creates uniformity and helps avoid mistakes that may lead to costly problems in construction or design. In technical drawing, titles should be written in clear, bold, uppercase letters that are larger than the rest of the text. Proper spacing and uniform size make the title easy to read and give the drawing a neat, professional look. Technical drafting class rule: make a title block as neat as possible. ISO 3098 standards must be followed in the use of guidelines. Use extremely light horizontal guidelines to keep letter height uniform. Lettering is easier if you remember to use guidelines. Never letter without guidelines. Pencil grades indicate the hardness or softness of the lead, affecting the darkness and texture of the lines. H pencils are hard and produce light, Fine lines ideal for technical or detailed drawing, with higher numbers, 2H 9H, being harder and lighter. B pencils are soft and create dark, thick lines, perfect for shading and artistic sketches, with higher numbers, 2B 9B, being softer and darker. Hard pencils H, which is good for technical drawing or detailed sketches. Examples: H2H 3H medium pencils, HB, F, which is good for writing and general drawing. Soft pencils B, which is good for shading and freehand sketching. Examples: B2B 3B tip. H equals light and hard, B equals dark, and soft HB/F equals in between. When we talk about styles of pencils, we mean the different forms or types of pencils based on their design and use. Wooden pencils, traditional pencils made of wood and graphite, sharpened to a point, most common for writing and drawing. Mechanical pencils, refillable with thin leads, consistent line width, great for precise technical drawing or writing. Colored pencils contain colored cores, used for coloring, illustrations, and artistic effects. Charcoal pencils, soft, dark, and blendable, used in expressive art and sketching. Water-soluble pencils can be blended with water to create watercolor effects. Carpenter or utility pencils, flat-shaped, strong pencils used in construction or marking surfaces. Tip: the style refers more to the pencil's form and purpose, while the grade refers to its hardness or darkness. Now, class, it's time for you to prove your worth. Practice lettering and remember our technical drafting class rule on lettering technique both in letters and numerals. Thank you for listening. Study smart.